everyone! Today I'm going to show off the PlayStation button tank I made. I've been wanting to make apparel with various symbols from video games for a while now, but I wanted to start with this one. It was a little time consuming to make, but it turned out really nice. It actually came up with kind of a graffiti quality to each of the symbols, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to look more like a printed shirt, but I found I actually liked that quality about the paint. So first of all, I had to get myself a tank. This is the tank that I got. It's what most of my college organization tanks were made out of. And it's a men's small, so it's a little big on me, but I don't really care. I just wear sports bras under it. I didn't want anything with spaghetti straps or something that was really ribbed, just because I was worried about how the paint would stretch on that fabric. And then I found some pictures online of the PlayStation buttons. I printed them out, scaled them to about 4 inches, and printed each one separately. Then I cut them out to use as stencils. For all of them except the X, I had to make sure I left a notch of the shape in so that the middle part, like this white square in the middle of the square button, didn't just fall out. And I kept the cutouts to help me place on the tank to figure out where I wanted to put the symbols and also to use as a reference for colors. After that, I figured out all the placing of the symbols and the spacing between them. Then I put on some 8-bit inspired music to get myself in a video gaming mood, and proceeded to whip out all my paints, using the cutouts and my PlayStation controller, of course, as reference. Then using paper plates and popsicle sticks, I mixed my paints, starting with the triangle one since I knew right from the beginning where I wanted to put that triangle on the tank. I made a pale green for the triangle, and then I held the stencil down over the area I wanted to paint with a stapler and a tape dispenser nearby. And I used a bigger paintbrush to make the outline of the borders of the shape. After I peeled it off, I used a smaller brush to fill in all the gaps and make it as opaque as possible. Then I just did the same process with all the other buttons and colors. So I made kind of a coral orangey color for the circle, a periwinkle robin egg blue for the X, and a light magenta for the square. Here I'm showing the front of the tank so far. I thought I'd only keep the symbols on the abdomen part of the tank, but I decided to actually paint as much of the fabric as I could, and it looked a lot better. It looked more like the wallpaper effect that I wanted. And surprisingly, the pattern fit perfectly. I didn't have any discrepancies in how the pattern went throughout the tank. Didn't have to hide any mistakes or anything. So lucky me there, I calculated everything correctly. After that, I followed the directions on the fabric paint bottle by letting it dry completely for 72 hours, washed it to get off any stray marks and tailor's chalk, and I was finished. So this is what the finished product looks like. As you look at the tank, you can see that diagonally and to the right, the pattern kind of goes triangle, circle, triangle, and then the line below it is X, square, X. So I'll be able to use that for future reference when I put these on other things. I want to put these symbols on all sorts of apparel. I want to put them on dresses, crew necks, t-shirts, but I was being really neurotic about finding the right color gray, and the grays I were finding just weren't working. So you're gonna have to deal with black for now. I'm planning on opening an Etsy shop, and I'm gonna paint a bunch of tanks, t-shirts, and crew necks, and blouses, and all sorts of stuff ahead of time to put for sale. Keep an eye out for an announcement video about that. I'm gonna be making more of these with other game symbols. I hope you liked this project, and I hope you'll purchase one when I put them up for sale. I'm aiming to have extra small to plus size, and I'll see you next Tuesday for another Musimadi. Bye!